Good morning and welcome to our day 2 vlog here from Disneyland Paris. If you haven't seen it already, check out yesterday's vlog where we spent most of the day over in Disneyland Park, didn't we, Charlotte?
We did!
We did loads of different rides, met some characters, got back on the Disneyland Railroad and so much more. But we will be heading back into Disneyland Park this afternoon to go and do some more of the rides that we didn't get to do yesterday, and also a few re-rides as well. But we're starting off this morning here in Walt Disney Studios. So we'll make our way down to the entrance, we'll check out all the social distancing measures at the attractions here, such as Ratatouille the Adventure, Christie's Coaster, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and much more. We'll also have a look at the construction taking place on Avengers Campus, that new Marvel themed area, and also the removal of the Studio Tram Tour and all the changes that they're making there as well. So looking forward to getting back into the park. Of course, it is going to be a bit of a construction site. In fact, down here at the entrance, as you can see, they're installing all the new turnstiles at the moment. That's why there's all fencing up along the front. Also worth pointing out, they're building a new security area out the front here as well. So hopefully next time we're back here, that'll be done so we can check that out too.
Yes.
Looking forward to getting back on some of our favourites.
Yes.
Let's head down to the entrance and get in to Walt Disney Studios Park.
How's everybody?
So when I said it was going to be a bit of a construction site, you can see why. As we can see, they're redoing all the paving stones here as well at the entrance just out the front of Disneyland Park. Now, of course, if you did watch our day 1 vlog from yesterday, hey, morning! If you saw our day 1 vlog from yesterday, you'll know that it was very, very quiet. We're expecting the same here today, aren't we, Charlotte? Here we go. So we've got the wonderful music playing. If you can hear it over the construction work taking place. Of course, Walt Disney Studios is a park that's going through a lot of change at the moment with these new lands that are coming over the next few years. And we'll check out the construction of Avengers Campus, like I say, whilst we're here today. But let's walk through a very, very quiet Studio One. I mean, look at this. It's very rare to see it like this, isn't it, Charlotte?
Very quiet.
Absolutely crazy. We're making our way down this way. Probably head towards Christie's Coaster first. Absolutely love that. The same as over in Disneyland Park, they've got the characters out.
I love that.
It's great,
so
isn't it? It really makes the experience for me. Like, they should do that all the time, in my opinion.
I love it.
Of course, they can't do the normal character meet and greets.
I prefer it like
yeah,
that.
I do. It's brilliant. So, of course, they're doing these selfie spots, and obviously you can stand there and take a selfie.
They're fantastic.
And it's the same. We did some yesterday, and we'll definitely do some more today, won't we?
Yes.
Right, let's make our way down this way towards Christie's Coaster in Studio number 5 just over here. Mara spinning coaster. So let's go and have a ride on here. We'll come along with us on this one. So we've got an advertised wait time of 15 minutes this morning for Christie's Coaster. I know that's pretty much unheard of, can't believe it. And again, just thought I'd show you the social distancing measures that we've got in place. Pretty similar really to what they've done over in Disneyland Park, as expected. Put all these wonderful screens up that are actually really nicely done with all the paintwork to match each attraction. Of course, with this attraction just here, it's got like a sand colour to it, hence why they've painted them like this in like a light brown. Over on Big Thunder Mountain in Disneyland Park, for example, they've gone for like a darker brown colour to fit with the theme. Along with that, you've got all the big social distancing markers that you can see down there on the floor. Instead of ones that you actually stand on, it's do not stand here. So you want to stand anywhere where there isn't a marker. And yesterday, most people were following it. There was a few people that weren't. But yeah, you've got to stand not on the actual square. Some people still feel that you have to actually stand on it, but no, it's don't stand on it. So let's go around this way and let's go and have a ride on Christie's Coaster. I love the theming and love the station on this one. There we go then, so we wait about 10 minutes. And we're on Christie's Coaster! Woo!
Excellent! Hi, dude! Totally! For some of these, that's really curious.
Fish are free, not food. Oh, you can push it!
Christie's coaster there, and I tell you what, that is by far the best ride I've ever had on a Mara spinning coaster.
It's spun so much.
Blimey, I know you couldn't see much there on the GoPro, and I didn't put footage in from the full ride because a lot of it's in pitch black. But I tell you what, that was brilliant.
It was brilliant.
I think because of what they're doing with the loading, they're only putting on one group. So with us just being two, we were just on one side. Obviously, all the weight was on one side instead of there being 4 people on, of course, which there'd normally be. And it meant we spun like crazy. I could not believe that.
Really
that was
good.
Brilliant. That was really intense.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you were all right. You don't even like an
okay.
intense ride. But no, that was running really, really well. Of course, very rare to actually ride Christie's coaster in 10 minutes, even less than the advertised 15. Like, that was absolutely brilliant operations on there. And like I say, that's still really running half capacity, if you like, because obviously if there's a lot of groups of 2, they're not going to be filling the trains up. Whereas if there was 4 of you in your group, you'd still fill up a train.
Yes.
So it all depends, I guess, on how many groups are in front. And I imagine for Disney, it's quite hard for them to actually predict what the queue time is going to be.
Because they don't know if there's going to be groups or there's going to be just 2s or 1s.
You don't really know. But, you know, like with that, it was a little bit overestimated, and that's probably how it should be, because now we've come off feeling like, oh, we waited less than the advertised time.
Really good.
Anyway, we'll make our way now down towards Ratatouille, the park's trackless dark ride. Really enjoy this attraction. So yeah, we'll head down that way and take you along for the ride. Let's go and see how busy it is down here on the little plaza outside the front of Ratatouille. It's just walking down this way then towards Ratatouille the Adventure, and you can just tell how quiet the paths are. I mean, normally here it'd be very busy because of course you've got all the people coming from Christie's Coaster and heading towards Christie's Coaster. You've got Toy Story Playland just in the front there, which is a very popular family area. Then round to the right here, of course, the pathway that leads down towards Ratatouille. And look at this. I mean, we said this yesterday, but I'll say it again. With these couple of videos we're filming here, we're making history, seeing the park this quiet during summer. Like maybe, yeah, if you come in November on a random weekday and it had been snowing or really cold, then yeah, you'd get a quiet park, but not in the middle of summer wearing shorts. I mean, it's sad, but I'm glad that we're here to come and see it and appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. Let's just hope that things can return more to normal soon, and especially for Disney, who at the moment must be losing a lot of money running these very, high maintenance attractions for long periods of time, but with not many guests coming in or being allowed to come in, of course, because of the limited capacity. I mean, look at this. Something that I did also want to mention that we didn't really talk about yesterday was Fastpass. So at the moment, there is no Fastpass service. I mean, yes, it is a free service anyway, but there is no Fastpass in action. So all the booths are covered up. And again, that is actually helping with the main queues moving a little bit quicker. But yeah, look at this. I mean, I've never seen this attraction so quiet down here. Of course, the wonderful fountain in the middle. Bistro Charami just over there, which is open. It is quite a limited food option, isn't it, really, across the parks?
The Disneyland app, and it shows you what food restaurants are open and what's closed as well.
That's definitely worth doing, just so you know. But yeah, that's a premium restaurant, and that is one that's open. And then, of course, we make our way down to the entrance of the attraction. As expected, no single riders. However, I don't think you need it at the moment because that 5-minute wait time is for the standby queue. So yeah, come and join us for a ride on Ratatouille. It's very rare that I actually come in through the standby entrance. Normally that 5 is on the single rider and that's where we go. So let's go and have a ride on Ratatouille. 5-minute wait.
Chef Remy is waiting for you. This way. A simple omelet? Too simple. What? Wait, that's it? What are you doing? Que manigocez-vous?
Wonderful ride there on Ratatouille the Adventure here in Walt Disney Studios. Brilliant trackless ride, really enjoyed the mix of scenery and screens on there as well. And the size of some of the set pieces, like you look up into the ceiling, they're huge, aren't they?
I say it every time, I love the big fish.
Oh, I know, yeah, it's great, isn't it? That's definitely the best scene inside the ride. But yeah, in terms of how long we waited, we were literally straight on. Crazy, I've never seen it like that before. They were literally waiting for riders. In fact, the timing of the ride towards the end, you could tell they were stacking up quite a little bit. So it was ruining the timing a little bit because obviously they just weren't getting them out quick enough because there was nobody there. But like, it was absolutely crazy. Really obviously, normally they're filling them up, so they just get them out sent straight away. But honestly, that was absolutely crazy to see, wasn't it? But it's a wonderful attraction. Yes, there's much better trackless rides out there now, and ones that I've done. I much prefer Symbolica, for example, at Efteling. Yeah, it cost a lot less money to build actually than Ratatouille, but there's just something more about it, isn't there?
Yeah.
A lot less screens. However, with the Ratatouille attraction, it's still a great addition here to this park. It's certainly one of the signature rides here, and I look forward to seeing the version at Epcot whenever it does open. You know, still hoping for it to be this year at Walt Disney World. Obviously, I don't think we'll be heading out there this year to ride it, but I know there's a lot of people who live out in Florida and the USA who've never been to Paris and been on this attraction that are really looking forward to it coming to Epcot. Like it. I think it'd be a really nice fit to Epcot as well, actually. It'll fit in with that whole area, and obviously Walt Disney World wanted to bring in some more rides around Epcot into World Showcase, so this really it was a no-brainer for them, wasn't it, to put this attraction in to the Paris themed area of World Showcase. But anyway, time for an update now on something that's coming very soon to Disneyland Paris. It's the Cars Route 66 road trip, which is the rename and re-theme, of course, of the Studio Tram Tour. So let's go around this corner and have a look at where the new entrance is going to be. So as we make our way here into Toy Story Playland, just here on the right hand side is actually where the entrance is going to be for this new attraction. And last time we were here, remember me talking about the shop just there, and I think we went inside, didn't we?
The gift.
And I was saying, oh, you know, this is where the entrance is going to be, but here it is. So as you can see, it's going to be a good fun attraction. You're going to be able to see Mater and Lightning McQueen, of course, that we can see over there. And yeah, I'm looking forward to riding this. They're still advertising it as coming down the road in 2020. Originally, they said that it was going to be summer. I imagine it's going to be pushed back a little bit. But what this is going to be is a slight re-theme of the Studio Tram Tour. They've shortened the track. Of course, you used to get on the tram tour over by the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and we'll have a look at where the former station was shortly because that's been completely demolished. But yeah, this will lead up through the trees that we can see just behind us, and it'll actually lead up into its own new station area, and then the attraction itself will just use Catastrophe Canyon and a little bit of road around it. They're not going to be using, of course, the London set. That's been completely demolished, along with some of the other areas as well. But yeah, still scheduled to be coming this summer at some point, but let's see if that gets pushed back to later this year, because I imagine it will do, of course, because of COVID-19 and construction projects that were halted. But hopefully we'll be able to join Mater and Lightning McQueen and see what happens. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it'll be really go.
I think it's only a filler attraction. I think when the Frozen Land comes in, Star Wars, if that still goes ahead, I think this might go or get changed into something else. But I think it's more of a filler attraction. This park still drastically needs capacity. So let's see what happens with that when it opens, hopefully, later this year. It's Rex, everybody. We love Rex, don't we? Are you, Rex? Always a fantastic photo opportunity here in Toy Story Playland. My favourite thing about this area is the giant light bulbs. I think they look awesome. Whoa, Rex, stop eating Charlotte's head. Yeah, I love the size of the... oh, here he is. Oh, he's speaking French to you. Yeah, I love all the light bulbs up the top. That's what really makes it. 15-minute wait over there for RC Racer. Do you want to have a go on there? Should we do RC? Yeah, should we do RC Racer? Yeah, 15 minutes, we may as well. I don't normally go on this very much either, to be honest, but may as well go and have a ride on RC. Down the Scalextrics queue line. Look, it is great. Obviously, with the social distancing markers, you can't see it as well, but you've got the Scalextrics track. I like how they've even put the joins in as well. That's what really makes it. But yeah, let's go and have a ride on RC. You get quite a short cycle on this. I wouldn't want to wait more than 15-20 minutes for this, to be honest, but we may as well go and have a ride on it with it being nice and quiet here at Disneyland Paris. As we can see, the loading procedure here on RC Racer requires that you stand in a red box that we can see here, and they're also missing a row in between groups on here as well. So we'll get on board and we'll see when we come off RC Racer. It's really weird seeing rides that have normally got massive waiting times very, very quiet. Only a 15-minute wait here for the Toy Soldiers parachute drop. So whilst we're here in Toy Story Playland, I think it'd be rude not to have a ride, wouldn't it? So we'll go on here. Looks very, very quiet over there. Disney really have done an absolutely fantastic job with all these social distancing boards and markers. I mean, look at this, they've been painted to the exact colour scheme of the attraction. You'd think that this attraction was actually built with these all here before. I mean, look at it, absolutely fantastic. What a standard that Disney have set with this. I mean, as expected really. I mean, Disney being the biggest theme park operator in the world, I wouldn't expect any less, to be honest. But look at this, like, just worth really pointing out. I just want to say a big thank you to all the cast members that have been working really, really hard behind the scenes putting all this together, because of course, whilst a lot of us were in lockdown and we're at home, there have been cast members here in maintenance that would have been making all of these boards all around the park, and the fact they've all been painted up to match the colour of the attraction as well is certainly fantastic. But we're now riding an RC race. It's a short cycle, isn't it?
Very short.
You know what Disney's like with the flat rides, they do run them on short cycles, but it's because they want to try and increase that throughput. But we'll go now on the Toy Soldiers parachute drop. I'll take you along on this one and we can get some nice views, hopefully facing towards the new Studio Lake and also the Frozen themed area, where I believe construction is well underway on that brand new Frozen dark ride. Here we are then on parachute drop, and there's a look at your construction taking place on Cars Route 66 road trip. Woo! And also over there as well we can see where the Studio Lake will go, and also that new Frozen themed area, and later, hopefully, if all still goes to plan, Star Wars Land. Charlotte. Yeah. Woo. It's quite a fun little ride, isn't it?
I love it.
A short cycle, but it's good fun. Of course, you see all of Ratatouille over there. I believe the costume department's in that building, actually, just next to it. Woo. There we go, parachute drop. So we're leaving Toy Story Playland now and making our way towards the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, where of course we're going to be checking out the social distancing measures in place throughout the queue lines and waiting area. And here on the right hand side, of course, we've got the blue fence. I'll tell you what, this is a bit weird because this is actually where you used to get onto the studio tram tour. And as much as the station facade changed over the years, when this park opened back in 2002, the studio tram tour was one of the original attractions here. And it's very weird actually not seeing the station there. It's been completely removed. But as I was talking about earlier on, of course, you've got the Route 66 road trip, which is having a new station built over in that direction, like we saw just from up there on the parachute drop. But here's a look at what is currently being built around the Studio Lake. As far as we're aware, this is set to open in 2023. That's when we can expect the Frozen Land. So there's still a few years to go until this is done. But this isn't actually the main lake here. There's going to be a huge lake in front of this area, and then it's going to cut in round to the side where you're going to have all of Arendelle just here, which looks absolutely stunning. And in this big mountain at the back here is going to be a Frozen themed boat ride, very, very similar to Frozen Ever After, which is at Epcot. And it's going to be lovely, except you're going to get this themed area. I mean, look at that.
Lovely.
That's probably going to be the best themed area at Disneyland Paris when it's complete, especially when you see, of course, how you've got all the mountains at the back. You've got the Ice Palace up there as well. All these little buildings. I believe one of those is going to be a big restaurant. I think it could be that building. Of course, all the detailed plans were released to the local like planning authorities not so long ago. So we got to see all the waterways and the size of it. You're going to have the castle. You're going to have this little lighthouse. Like, it's going to be an absolutely gorgeous area. And of course, it's not directly going to be just behind this fence. There's going to be a pathway that leads straight up to it. But it's exciting times.
It's exciting.
Like, Walt Disney Studios is a park what at the moment doesn't deserve the Disney title really in terms of how it looks. But here we go. We can show you this. This is a really nice image that they put on here. Here we go. So we're currently standing about here, I would say. So obviously we've got Tower of Terror there, and we can see the old Art of Animation building, of course, it's now got the Frozen experience in. What's still really interesting with this concept art is if we look just here, we can actually see what looks to be another attraction inside Toy Story Playland. That's the one, Aliens Within Saucers. And there was rumours going around that that had actually been cancelled out of the project, but when they actually put this fence up a few months back, just before the lockdown took place, this same concept art came on, which makes me think possibly we're still actually going to be seeing that attraction coming in, or at least I'd like to think so. It'd be a great fit. Also looks like there may be a path coming in next to RC Racer down here that leads onto this, what I would call as an extension really of Studio One. I mean, you're going to have to walk straight up. Like I said, we're probably about here now. You're going to carry on straight down. We know there's going to be a big show on the lake, big fountain show. And then, of course, at the back, you're going to have the Frozen area. This is actually going to be, of course, all cars Route 66 road trip over here. And then up to the left, potentially 2024, 2025, if all still goes to plan, we'll have Star Wars land just over here as well. And rumoured to only be the one attraction coming in. I don't think we're going to be getting Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, and, of course, the signature attraction of the area, Rise of the Resistance. I think we're only going to get one of them, but I'm really, really hoping we might get Rise of the Resistance, but I don't know. I mean, looking at this, that's where the Falcon is, of course, for Smuggler's Run, so I don't know, but we'll see what happens with that one. And then, of course, opening next year, the first sort of phase really of this big refurbishment will be, of course, Avengers Campus, and we'll have a look at the construction taking place shortly. This is the new building here for Rock and Roller Coaster, which of course is going to become an Iron Man based attraction, and then this is the new show building that's going up at the moment for Spider-Man. So, you know, 5 years from now, that should be the map really of Walt Disney Studios. And let's just say currently what's open in the park is this section here, so we're going to be all back out that way again and then all up into the new area. Going to be really exciting to follow.
It will be.
And of course here at Theme Park Worldwide we'll be covering all the updates. I mean, by the time that opens I'll be 32 by the time all that's done. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? And of course we can see another look at Avengers Campus there. But yeah, anyway, we'll make our way down this way now towards the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. One thing I'm really hoping for though with all this refit is these horrible facades here to come down. Don't get me wrong, I love the buildings around here. It's just these end two, like they're really, really bad. But I tell you what, you look that way now, it's strange just not seeing the Studio Tram Tour building and thinking that this road is going to carry on all the way down towards that new Studio Lake. Going to be really exciting. Right, let's go on Tower of Terror. 45 minutes, it's advertised. That's quite busy that is, isn't it? Yeah, let's go and see what it's like. What are you eating? All these snacks, none for me, is there? Let's go. Here we go then. So we're joining the queue for the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. As you can see, you've got all the social distancing markers down here in the queue line. And they've put all the boards up here as well. They've all been themed up, painted to fit with the decoration here. And here we go. So yesterday, we mentioned it in the day one vlog, when we nipped over here into Walt Disney Studios just for a couple of hours yesterday to do a couple of attractions. And how long did we wait, Charlotte?
5 minutes.
It's 5 minutes, and today it's advertised 45, but to be honest, I don't see it being 45. I mean, look at this, we've only got a couple of the runs back here, and we're making our way down there, but I tell you what, they've done a good job with all this, haven't they?
They look really good.
Right, it actually looks like it's going to be here for a long time with how they've done it all, and of course Disney have spent a lot of money, I'd imagine, on putting all this together, but it certainly, it certainly makes the experience a little bit nicer, it really does, and of course, all of the markings that we can see down here as well. But yeah, we'll see how long this takes. I don't think it'll be quite as long as that, because something what's worth noting is there's actually no pre-show at the moment, no library pre-show for the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, which is certainly very interesting. I'm surprised actually, especially with them running the pre-show for Phantom Manor. I thought they might have done a similar system, but I guess we're just going to walk through the library. So yeah, we'll see when we get around this way. So we've waited less than 10 minutes so far to make it here into the hotel lobby. Of course, the hotel being the Hollywood Tower. It's great to be back inside here, isn't it?
Oh, I love it.
So it's got such a great ambience as well. And yesterday, of course, you had your ears on, didn't you?
I
And
did.
the cast members were loving it, weren't they? But we've got some different ones on today.
Just some standard Disney ones today.
Just some standard Disney, very sparkly.
Disney. These are from the nice character warehouse.
You've got a nice Figment mask on there.
Yeah, look.
I love that. There we go. Really, really nice. You got loads of great masks. You've got a great collection. Fantastic. But yeah, in terms of the social distancing in here, as we can see, they've moved about some of the chain fencing in here, so it's not all close to each other. And they've still got the social distancing markers in place down here on the floor. Please do not stand there. That's do not stand on those. Obviously, some people aren't following that, and they should be. And of course, you've got all the wonderful theming and ambience in here as well. So, like I say, they're not actually running the library pre-show. The doors are permanently open, as we can see over there. So we'll walk straight through. We'll get onto the ride, and we'll see you when we come off. Tell you what, Charlotte, it's a bit spooky down here. We've just had our ride up to the top of the Hollywood Tower Hotel, and it was fantastic. Absolutely love it. Really, really good attraction.
Absolutely love that ride.
We waited 10 minutes.
It's amazing.
I think they were just advertising it as a lot more just in case, weren't they, really? Because of the social distancing, the loading. I tell you what, it was weird not going into that library pre-show at the start, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Very
weird.
strange, like the fact that obviously, you just walk straight through it. You wouldn't even know that's normally a pre-show. Walk straight through there. But yeah, in terms of on the ride, there was about 9 people, I think I counted, inside our elevator, leaving plenty of seats in between people and gaps, of course, because of social distancing. And as you saw with the very dramatic shot of Charlotte putting on the hand sanitizer, there is hand sanitizer everywhere.
So many hand sanitizers.
There's loads. Even standing here, I can see 1, 2, I can see 3 just here. There's so many all around the park.
Which
It's
is really good.
premium as well. It doesn't stink.
It doesn't stink.
Charlotte says. Anyway, we'll take you into the gift shop now because we've got some good merch in here. Absolutely love this. The Hollywood Tower Hotel gift shop. So let's have a little look through. The question is, Are you brave enough?
Yes.
Here we go. So we got this really nice t-shirt down here. Look at that. We invite you if you dare. Of course, the ride had an upgrade last year. So it's a very different storyline now in terms of it's all about this girl, isn't it, that takes you through your journey, and she tells you if you scream, it's only going to get worse. And what does everybody do? They scream, and then it gets worse. Yeah, really, really nice t-shirt. The mugs, the hats, got all of this, of course. You know me, I'm a big fan of the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Love all the branding for it. It's fantastic. That's a really nice mug as well, but the hat's great. Got the little bell there as well. Let's give it a ding. Well, you Jack Skellington stuff in here as well. Oh, here we go. This is what Charlotte likes. So what have we got here then? What do you like?
So, these are lounge fly bags. They're very expensive, but I love them. They're so
There we go. And how much are we talking for this lounge fly bag?
This exact lounge fly bag is $79.99.
That's expensive.
This one's nice, but I've seen a nice one. It's white and it's got all Mickey on it. But in Florida, the lounge fly bags are fantastic.
Well, we'll have a look in the Emporium later on in Main Street, and of course we'll take you guys in there in the vlog so you can see it.
Nice as well. Spirit jerseys.
Oh yeah, let's have a look at the back. There we go, Disneyland Paris. They're a big thing, aren't they, Spirit jerseys?
I love them.
They're a big thing. Like, I think it started really over in America, I think, at Disneyland and Walt Disney World, and then they started to do them here.
This is the one I've got.
It's nice, that, isn't it?
These
Black with the white writing on.
$59, I think.
They're nice though.
They're very nice.
And Spirit jerseys.
Keep it warm at night.
So right next door to the Hollywood Tower Hotel here in Walt Disney Studios Park, construction is well underway on Avengers Campus. And what we can see here is part of that new show building for the brand new Spider-Man ride. It's Spider-Man Slingshot, and we can see a little bit of it here from the side, and we'll see some more when we go around the corner in just a moment. But as you can see, the concrete walls are starting to go into place, the crane is up, I can hear quite a lot of work taking place around there as well. So we'll go a little bit further around the corner and we can see some more of the show building. Right then, so around the corner now, we can see the show buildings really coming on for that new Spider-Man attraction. Of course, the roof's not on yet on the top section, but it is down here on the bottom, and you can see that, of course, there's quite a lot of work still to be done before next year when this attraction is set to open, along with Avengers Campus. Down the back there, Studio 9, the former Rock and Roller Coaster show building. Of course, the track still remains inside. It's getting a retheme, and that will become an Iron Man themed roller coaster, also set to open next year as well. On the left-hand side, the former Restaurant of the Stars, on the left-hand side there, that's also been rethemed, along with the Blockbuster Cafe, and that will all be new restaurants and facilities as part of Avengers Campus. But yeah, they completely demolished the former Armageddon show building. That was a special effects show, and that used to be on the right-hand side there, where the crane currently stands. And like I say, the rest of the area, a lot of work still taking place. We can see if we zoom in a little bit actually there, some facade work taking place it seems as well. Can't quite work out what that is from here. I don't know if that's on the front of the new Iron Man building or if that's actually on the restaurant at the side. Can't quite make it out, but yeah, certainly interesting to see. It's opening next year, 2021, here at Walt Disney Studios. Very, very quiet around here though. Look at this. Charlotte's doing a little dance. No, I'm really looking forward to that opening up. It's certainly going to be really exciting, but look at this. It's so quiet. Of course, still got the stage set up. Charlotte's off up there to do a show for us. Yeah. But anyway, just before we leave Walt Disney Studios Park, thought we'd just have a little look over here. Of course, you've got various different character experiences. You can go in there and meet some of the character experiences. Yes! You can go into there, you can meet some of the Marvel characters in there as well. You can see the times on there today. It runs for 2 hours between 11 and 1, and then again later on for another 2 hours between 3 and 5. I know a lot of people asked us about meet and greets, how they're working, the selfie spots, all that kind of stuff.
Meet and greets are fantastic.
Yeah, they're going really well because you don't really have to wait that long at all. So there is actually another one, we believe, on the other side. So we're going to go and see if that's on now.
Also, some of the characters that you meet in Walt Disney Studios, you have to reserve a slot
yes.
to go and meet them, but the slots go quite quickly.
So you have to do it on a, is it an app you use?
Yeah, it's like an app. I can't 100% remember what it was called.
Lineability or something like Lineability?
So you have to reserve your spot, then you'll get like a code and you take it to the entrance.
There you go. Just so you know, if you are coming, it's the same for the Frozen characters. We'd have probably gone and met Olaf today, but it was a long wait, wasn't it, on there?
Like an hour and a half, but in Disneyland Park you don't have to do that.
It's like just a reservation system to stop them getting too crowded up, I suppose. And there seems to be more meet and greets actually in this park at the moment than there is next door, I'd say. Probably just because they want to add some more capacity into here. But yeah, just on the right-hand side, I know they were doing one. I'm not too sure if it's still on in the Animazique Theatre, just here on the right-hand side. So we'll have a little look. I can't see a lot of action, but we'll see. And then we're going to be leaving Walt Disney Studios for this visit. Certainly back down to a half-day park though now, with the amount of attractions closed here. But of course, hopefully that's going to be changing next year, and even later this year really, when of course they're going to have the Cars attraction open, that re-theme of the Studio Tram Tour. But yeah, let's have a little look over here at the Animazique Theatre. So there's currently about a 30-minute wait to go into the Animazique Theatre and do the selfie spot in there. So we're going to leave it because we're hungry. We're going to get some food up in Disney Village. But yeah, it's just worth pointing out that they are available. Of course, you're not allowed to hug the characters or go and stand directly next to them, but you can just take a selfie with them, or one of you can stand in front and the other one take a photo, which of course is really good. You know, a lot of people have asked about what they're doing with it. In yesterday's vlog, we did cover that over in Disneyland Park, and I'm sure this afternoon as well, when we head over into Disneyland Park, we'll go and meet some more characters, because they seemed a lot quieter over there as well. But just wanted to capture some of this inside Studio One. Of course, that main entrance street here in Disneyland Paris, of course, that leads into Walt Disney Studios, the second park here. And you know, normally this is so busy, you wouldn't be able to stand in the middle here, especially around lunchtime. There'd be that many people coming in, you just have to stand over to the side. But yeah, it just goes to show how quiet it is, and the fact that Disney have really limited that capacity. Anyway, we're going to make our way up into Disney Village now. I think we're going to head up to one of our favourite restaurants here, McDonald's, of course. Yes, a nice cheap option for lunch today. So we had some food in Disneyland Park yesterday, so we're going to have a McDonald's today. We both really fancy one. So we'll see you up in Disney Village, and we'll have a little look up there actually whilst we're here in this vlog. So just before we exit Walt Disney Studios Park, this is the Loungefly bag that Charlotte, are you going to be buying it this trip?
Really like
are you getting it? You really want it, don't you?
I really like it.
Because you've already got one of these, have you, as well?
I've not
have you
got
not? No. Oh, I thought you had one.
No, I wanted to get one in Florida, but I didn't get one.
Maybe you just went on about it that much in Florida that I thought you bought one, but...
Yeah, it's so nice. The quality's amazing on them.
There you go, yeah, they are really nice.
So much selection. I don't like these ones. The group ones.
Do you know which one I really like? This sparkly blue one here.
Yeah, I think it would annoy me though, because it's quite glittery.
Really glittery, but
that's beautiful.
There you go. You're just going to be making a purchase today then, are you?
Maybe.
Ooh, we'll find out later on. Right, let's go up into Disney Village. Let's go and get some nuggets.
Ooh, nuggets.
So I mentioned back at the start of the vlog that Disneyland Paris were actually making some big improvements to the security bag check area, and that's what we can see going on here. It's quite interesting actually, because normally there's a big hill just down the left hand side, kind of similar to here on the right, but they completely took that out and all the trees. They've also removed the big green gates here as well. You can actually see this looks really fresh, like they've only been removed in the past few days. But yeah, they're putting in a big new security check area. I don't really know how long it's going to take for this work to be done. Of course, it is quite intrusive on the entrance at the moment, as we can see here. But yeah, it's weird not seeing them gates here anymore at the entrance. I remember queuing up at those on a morning. But yeah, as you can see, they're working hard over there on the new security bag check area. But I'm still a big fan of the changes they made here quite a few years back now, but where they made it that this whole area was included in the security bag check, because of quite a few years back now, you used to have a bag check to go into the village, then into Disneyland Park, then into Walt Disney Studios. If you were park hopping, it could take ages. Same if you wanted to come up into the village like we are now, it would take ages. So of course it's much better with how the setup is now, and I look forward to seeing the other improvements that they're making. Hopefully we're going to see the end of these green tents, because I've always thought they look a bit naff, to be honest. So hopefully we're going to see more permanent buildings, similar to what you get at Walt Disney World. I'm really hoping so. I mean, Walt Disney World are also making a lot of changes to the security areas at the moment, so it's good to see that the Walt Disney Company are doing a similar thing here in Disneyland Paris. In terms of what's open here in the village, most things I believe. There's some limited hours. Planet Hollywood's normally open most of the day and late into the evening. It's currently only open from 5 until 10 o'clock. World of Disney over here on the right hand side as well, which Charlotte's going up to. Do you want to look in World of Disney? Well, we'll get some food and we'll have a little look later on. We'll take you in for a look inside the biggest shop here at Disneyland Paris. But you got all the social distancing markers there as well, as we can see. All the way across. Right, we're going to have a McDonald's. So we'll head down this way towards McDonald's. So in terms of other food outlets here in Disney Village, as we can see, Annette's Diner's open. Looks like down here as well, some of the other restaurants are open. Gift shops are as well. Disney Store just down the left-hand side. And this is still open later on an evening as well, after the theme parks close, which of course is 8 o'clock at the moment. And this is open later. Of course, you've got the steakhouse, that's open because yesterday I saw there was all seating on the outside. There's a Starbucks down here as well. Billy Bob's looks like it's also open, maybe later in the day doing a food service. So yeah, in general, most stuff's open, isn't it?
The McDonald's zone, that's all.
That's the main thing, yeah, some cheaper food options for us. We really fancy McDonald's, don't we? And the way I see it is, if you want to have like chicken nuggets or burgers, you may as well come out here.
Spend like £15 in the park.
Euros, yeah.
It sounds like £15.
Yeah, it is quite expensive, isn't it? But yeah, you're much better coming to the McDonald's if you just want a cheaper meal. Then of course we'll have something a bit more extravagant for dinner this evening. But yeah, all the markers down here as well, outside Billy Bob's. And we'll go down this way. What's also quite interesting is the balloon is open. It's quite a rarity that I come here and the balloon's open. It always seems to be closed because of bad weather when I come, but it is open. You see some people down there, and the balloon's actually been replaced. As much as it still looks very similar, it has been updated and they've put some new characters on the print of the balloon as well. Yeah, very quiet around here in Disney Village though. You can tell that there's only actually a couple of the hotels open on site here at the moment. Not all accommodation is back open yet here at Disneyland Paris, so of course means that the village is very, very quiet, including McDonald's just around this corner.
Oh, it's fantastic.
What are you having?
I'm not quite sure, I might have a Big Mac.
Oh, a Big Mac. Well, we'll see you after our McDonald's, so we're going to head down into Disneyland Park. Oh, so we just had some lunch then up in Disney Village.
Oh, I just had a lovely Big Mac.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, it was lovely.
Oh, I'm glad that you liked it. Much cheaper than in the parks as well.
Yes.
But anyway, we're going to make our way this afternoon into Disneyland Park. Yesterday we did many of the different major rides here at the park, such as Big Thunder Mountain, Phantom Manor, Hyperspace Mountain and many more. But this afternoon we'll cover a few of the rides that we didn't do yesterday in this vlog. But if you want to see all of them other major rides I've just mentioned and so many more, check out yesterday's day one vlog if you've not seen it. We also went back on the Disneyland Railroad for the first time in a couple of years because it's been closed due to the refurb. So yeah, it's definitely worth a watch if you've not yet seen it. Tell you what, we've got some pretty black clouds coming over this afternoon.
No.
Hopefully it's not going to rain, but I'll tell you what, it's nice that it's a bit cooler today,
It's
isn't
nice
it?
to be cooler today.
Much nicer temperature. Still shorts weather, but it's much cooler. But let's head down Main Street USA, of course underneath the Disneyland Hotel, and back into Disneyland Park for the afternoon. Right then, so we've done a few re-rides here in Disneyland Park. We've been on Big Thunder Mountain, we've been on Phantom Manor. What else have we been on, Charlotte?
We've been on
Autopia, Hyperspace Mountain, and now we're on Orbitron, where we've actually squeezed in together somehow. Don't know how. Woo! Here we go, Charlotte's in control. Hey! Great views all across Discoveryland. Waited 15 minutes, about 3 or 4 cycles to go on this. It's always busy with it being at the heart of this themed area. Woo! Of course, you can get some great views all around. The refurbishment there of Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast, which is over at the side. Woo! You got plenty of room?
No.
We're a bit squashed in. Hey! But yeah, up next we're going to head up into Fantasyland, do some more attractions this afternoon. We've got about 3 hours left of our day. here at Disneyland Paris in our day 2 vlog. As you can see, they've removed all the queue line and everything over there for Buzz. Look at all the work going on. Loads of work taking place. And there we go, that's our ride. Short cycles at Disney, but it keeps them throughputs a bit higher. A wonderful ride there on Orbitron over in Discoveryland. I must say, it's a lot cooler today than it was yesterday, isn't it?
I've just seen Dopey.
Oh, you've not seen Dopey. Where is Dopey?
He was over there.
Oh no, he was over there somewhere. But yeah, it's a really nice day today. It's a little bit cooler than it has been. Bit of a cloudy day today, but don't get me wrong, it's still warm enough for shorts, but it's not quite as hot with the sun beaming down on us this afternoon. But yeah, we've done loads of re-rides. We've pretty much done everything what we did yesterday, again this afternoon here in Disneyland Park. But of course, if you want to see all that, check out the day 1 vlog. Thought, don't want to film it all again. Just want to show you some different things. In terms of retail outlets, all the major shops are open. Of course, you've got the Christmas shop here inside the castle itself. It's absolutely beautiful in here, all the details up there in the ceiling, of course. The walk-through is closed at the moment, unfortunately. Of course, you can normally go up the steps here and walk all the way around the top. But I've noticed in some of the other themed areas, some of the other walkthroughs are still open at the moment here at Disneyland Paris. But yes, make our way down here into Fantasyland now. Do some more attractions. Nice quiet afternoon in Fantasyland. So even though you can't actually walk up the castle at the moment, they're actually using the space in a very clever way. Of course, they can put characters up there, which is brilliant because it's more social distance character meet and greets and selfie spots. And it means, you know, it's just a nice way of interacting with them up there on the castle where normally they wouldn't be. So yeah, I'm really impressed with what they've done in terms of the selfie spots and just general character interactions. Yes, you can't go up to them and hug them or shake their hands, but you know, it's nice what they're doing, isn't it, Charlotte?
Yes.
Really, really nice.
Dopey must have been up there.
Yeah, maybe he was, because we saw him walk down, didn't we, backstage, so maybe...
Sad time.
Yeah, I think Dobie was probably
Just seen
dancing up there.
The balloon go up.
Oh, I know, we saw that massive load of balloons as well go up, didn't we? We saw, how many was on there? Maybe 15?
Yeah, they just went up.
Cast member must have just let him go by accident. But should we go on the carousel?
Yeah.
Let's go on the carousel. Just down here in Fantasyland, Carousel the Lancelot. It's had a bit of a refurbishment since last time I was here as well. So let's go and have a ride on Carousel the Lancelot.
Sit back, dear. Here we go.
I tell you what, you can't go wrong with a good old Disney carousel. What a classic. Here we go. Bit of construction work going on there. Looks like some repaving actually. They've redone the ones around this side. Of course, with Disneyland Paris being a 365 operation, they've always got to make sure they're maintaining paths and replacing them and refurbishing rides. Of course, the whole 365 operation has of course been affected this year because of COVID-19. We've got Big Nelly who's playing for us in the middle over there. A little bit of Big Nelly. Very quiet here on Carousel de Lancelot. Charlotte bopping to the music from Big Nelly. No, it's lovely to really enjoy while it's low crowds like this. Is brilliant. Such a unique opportunity. So we're going from ride to ride this afternoon here at Disneyland Paris with hardly any waiting at all. Straight to the queue now from Carousel de Lancelot over to the Mad Hatter's Teacups. And this is a great ride. Looks even better at night, but I love all the lanterns up here in the ceiling. Really, really nice. Great soundtrack on here, very colourful ride. Probably my favourite Teacups out of any of the Disney parks, this one. Beautifully themed. And it's only a 5-minute wait. Oh, the Queen of Hearts over there. Another little selfie spot that's available. Really good, these selfie spots. Hello! Hey! Yeah, they're really good, aren't they, these selfie spots? Absolutely brilliant. You ready for a spin?
Yeah.
Let's go! Come on, Charlotte, spin! Spin! Come on, spin us faster. You're not doing very well. Spin! No, you can't really spin that fast on these. Family Teacups ride. It's pretty though, this ride, isn't it? Very colourful. You fit in really well with your blue, light blue t-shirt on. Oi! From Walt Disney World, of course. Check out me and Charlotte's vlogs that we filmed last September and October. It'll be Charlotte's first ever trip to the United States of America. We went to Walt Disney World, all the other parks as well.
It was amazing.
We had a great time. We're not too sure when we're going to be back in America, but hopefully it won't be too far in the future. Woo! On the teacups. Oh! I'm sure these are even slower than normal. Yeah, they're always slow, but I'm sure they're slower than normal. It's too much effort to spin. Like, these are really hard to spin round, especially just sitting here taking in the views. Let's see what other rides we can do here this afternoon in Fantasyland. Nice ride there on the Mad Hatter's Teacups, wasn't it?
But sure, this is a rare sign.
Go on.
10 minutes for Peter Pan.
10-minute wait for Peter Pan's flight over there. That'll be our next attraction. And we've got a 15-minute advertised wait just here for Dumbo the Flying Elephant. Here's a look at your social distancing screens. I'll tell you what, Disney have done an amazing job at these. I know I keep going on all about them, but look at them, they're awesome. They're all painted up in the right colours to match the theming. Oh, look at that, it's the same colour as the roof here. Done a really good job. So come along with the ride. Let's go on Dumbo here in Fantasyland before we go and join a 10-minute wait for Peter Pan's flight. I tell you what, it's a miracle, isn't it, Charlotte?
Yeah.
It's a miracle figment. Hey, here we go. So we actually waited less than 10 minutes there for Dumbo the Flying Elephant for some nice aerial views all across Fantasyland. Send her up, send her up. Because you got a nice operation down here. Keep up, keep down. Here we go. Still can't believe 10 minutes though over there. It's crazy for Peter Pan's flight. Look over there towards the Curious Labyrinth over there as well. Do you like the hedge maze actually? Oh, it looks like Peter Pan's flight might have gone down.
Oh, it's down.
It's down. The wait time's gone off and the rope's been pulled across. Oh dear. Maybe we should have done that first. There you go. Still people in the queue. It's not been evacuated. Maybe we'll have a walk through the labyrinth and see if it reopens, or do It's a Small World again or something. Hey, I do love how bright the facade is though now, and It's a Small World after they did that refurbishment. Looks so much better. Woo! Flying over Fantasyland, a very quiet Fantasyland on this Friday afternoon. You give me some airtime here. There we go, some more Fantasyland classics here at Disneyland Paris. But yeah, we'll wait about, do a couple of other rides and see if we can get on Peter Pan's flight. Don't want to miss that, especially on a 10-minute wait. Normally on 2 hours. Wonderful ride there on Dumbo the Flying Elephant, but I've lost Charlotte somewhere in Alice's Curious Labyrinth just here. Oh, she's here. We got her. I tell you what, no matter when you come to Disneyland Paris, these hedges are always cut really, really nice around here. They love a good hedge trim here at Disneyland Paris. Look at that. Always looks perfect. Right, let's have a little walk round Alice's Curious Labyrinth. I mean, look at them hedges. They're absolutely brilliant. Look how smooth they are. You can just run your hands across there. You'd think they were fake. Love a good Disneyland Paris hedge. I tell you, brilliant. Oh, you're right up there. It's the Cheshire Cat. Your eyes are spinning around. Hey, we've made it here to the castle. I didn't know if this would actually be open to go into or not, especially with social distancing. But it is. Look like we can still go upstairs as well. Yeah, plenty of hand sanitizers around, which is fantastic. There we go, put a bit more of that on. Lovely. One of my favourite views in Disneyland Paris this is. Unfortunately, you can't go right up the top turret there, but you can stand on this bit and get a gorgeous view all across Fantasyland. Oh, there she is, the Queen of Hearts. All them hedges that we just walked through. It's quite a big attraction, this, actually. There's quite a bit of space here in Fantasyland, but I wouldn't want them to change it because you get some stunning views. All the way down Main Street to the Disneyland Hotel over there. Off to the right, of course, we can see Big Thunder Mountain. A little bit further to the right there, we can also see Indiana Jones and Pirates of the Caribbean, of course. Stunning views here from the labyrinth. Definitely worth a walk through if you're coming to Disneyland Paris. You can't forget Space Mountain over there as well. Also, just up there on the castle, getting some nice views on what's reopened.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan's flight. So here we go, let's go and see how long the wait is. Looks like they've literally just opened it, and Charlotte was like, it's open. So we thought we'll come straight down here, advertised 10-minute wait still on there. Must have been quite quick, because it looked like they were evacuating the queue, didn't it, as well?
Yeah, it did.
So yeah, let's go and join the queue, and we'll go on Peter Pan's flight. Come along for the ride. Here we go, so we waited literally about 5 minutes there, I can't believe it. Standby wait for Peter Pan's flight. Off to Neverland! Woo! In terms of social distancing on here, we've actually got our own boats for our flight over London. You can fly, you can fly. Hey! Absolutely love what Disney do with all the fibre optics and the walls, the ceiling, the floor. Really makes it. Beautiful, look at that. Stunning. And there we go to the end of the ride. And that's why you never want to wait 2 hours for it. One of the shortest rides here, but it always gets one of, if not the longest wait. Peter Pan's flight. Oh, right then, so we had our ride on Peter Pan's flight, didn't we, Charlotte?
Yeah.
Made our way to Hakuna Matata for tonight's tea. All this was €15. You get the chicken strips, the fries, a drink, and also normally a Magnum. But we decided to have a cake instead, but I think it's a coconut cake. Yeah. The issue is they force you to have a menu, don't they, with this meal, which is weird.
Magnum, you can't have a normal one, it's got to be an almond Magnum. And then if you don't want the almond Magnum, it's a pineapple ice cream or a cake. Or
yogurt, I think an option was as well. So yeah, it's a bit weird how they force you to have the menu really if you want it. Really, we just wanted this and the drink, but they want you to have that with it. But hey ho, it is what it is. To be fair, for value for money, I don't think it's too bad because look how much we've got. I think because it was closing as well, literally they gave us loads of stuff. So we're going to tuck in here at Hakuna Matata here in Adventureland. And if you want that meal, if you come to Disneyland Paris, that's the venue where you can have it. Right then, so we had some food there at Hakuna Matata. How was your meal?
It was horrible.
You didn't enjoy it, did you?
No, the chicken strips was horrible.
Oh, see, I quite enjoyed those, but my fries soon went cold.
I just picked the batter off.
I tell you what, they need some better food options here. I know we're not the most adventurous, but compared to Walt Disney World and Disneyland, there's certainly a lot more food options. A lot of the food here is table service, sit down, isn't it? Whereas they need some better options, in my opinion. Tell you what they are really good at the moment, though, is character meet and greets. Up here at the top here in Adventureland, just outside Pirates of the Caribbean. Jack Sparrow himself up there. There we go, he's got his leg over the banister. I am absolutely loving these. I think this is absolutely brilliant how they're doing all the meet and greets like this. Selfie spots, and it's great for filming because you can just see them up the top, no waiting in lines. I think it's really nice. It's like these areas were built for doing it. Right at the top here, just above the shop at the exit of Pirates of the Caribbean. You can see the animatronic and you can see the man himself, Captain Jack Sparrow. As we come towards the end of our day 2 vlog here from Disneyland Paris, we're going to do a few more re-rides. And of course we'll have a walk through the Emporium and check out the merchandise. Look at this. Me and Charlotte have private hired Disneyland Paris. No, we've not, but honestly, look at this. There's still 15 minutes to go until ride close time. You can still join a queue and look at it. We're all ridden out. We've had so many re-rides on everything. I tell you what, 2 days has been more than enough here this time. For the first time ever in my life, 2 days at Disneyland Paris feels enough. Like, you know, honestly, it's been absolutely amazing. It really has, but we're all ridden out. We've done so many re-rides. Honestly, if I'd have vlogged every single ride we've done across the past 2 days, I think you'll find it's the most rides we've ever done at any Disney park in the space of 2 days. We've done everything numerous times. It's been so quiet. And you might look at this now and think, has this park still got a magical atmosphere? Yes, it definitely does. However, today we've really missed parades and shows, haven't we? Yeah. You know, today's the day where we felt like mid-afternoon we really wanted a parade or a show. Of course, they can't run that at the moment, completely understandable. But I tell you what, I can't wait, I know Charlotte can't wait, for the day when all the barriers are out down the side here, we're standing there, the music comes on, and we're waiting for a parade to make its way down here. We don't know when that's going to be. It could be a matter of months, it could be a matter of late next year, who knows. But I tell you what, this place has still got its magic, and it's certainly been great to get plenty of re-rides on some of our favourite attractions here at the park. It's been absolutely wonderful. Right then, so back down here now on Main Street, USA, where I thought let's come inside the Emporium and show you some of the merchandise. And before we wrap up the vlog, we'll have a look through the merch in here, then also head up into Disney Village and show you the merchandise in World of Disney, which of course is the biggest Disney shop here at Disneyland Paris. Let's have a look at some of the merch. So I must say I'm quite a big fan of this Best Day Ever branding. Really like the mugs just here, of course they're embossed as well. Yeah, they're really nice. Of course, you've got the chocolate selection there as well. The little tins down here, the biscuit tins. But yeah, I quite like the Best Day Ever branding. Get that hashtag going on there as well. Charlotte's in her element over there. She loves the shops. Look at her. Oh, what have you found? Oh, Stitch, one of our favourite ever Disney characters.
Oh, that's so nice.
Stitch on the back there. We got a price on that, have we? Or what are we looking at?
Oh, it's €50.
€50 for that. As expected though, you know, these are Disney prices.
Very good quality.
Yeah, Disney price as expected. I quite like this branding. I love these shirts. Nice. The Best Day Ever. Yeah, I really like that. Of course, you got Orbitron on there, the castle. Of course, you got Space Mountain off to the side. All these are really nice. Established 1992, of course, the opening year. Discovered the Magic. Yeah, I really quite like those. Yeah, this is like the branding what they've got for this year.
This is like a giant wall colouring set. That's good.
Oh, does it like unfold maybe?
Yeah,
oh, there you go.
Colour it all in.
Yeah, 100 centimetres it folds out to.
That.
Yeah, that's quite a bit actually, isn't it? Nice caps here as well, as we can see. The Phantom Manor on there. Disneyland Park, 12th of April 1992, the opening day. These little resins are quite nice, aren't they? Quite like the one down here of Tigger and Woody and Buzz there as well. Snow globes there, $34.99 though, quite pricey for a snow globe. Don't think I fancy paying that. I do really like this large one that we've got over here though, look at this. There you go, look at that, really nice with the castle in there, that is gorgeous. Whee! So we've just come out of the Emporium, we've got a bit of a character overload here. We've got Pluto, we've got Goofy, Mickey, Minnie, Chip and Dale. Looks like they're all heading back up there onto the train station where they're going to be waving at guests as they leave the park. Much like we saw last night. Really, really like this. I think it's fantastic. Woo! There they all are. Goodbye, Mickey and Minnie. We'll see you soon. I don't know when it'll next be, but we'll see you soon. Bye. Bye. Oh, what a lovely way to end the day. Yeah, again, it's fantastic, that is, it really is. Right, we're going to make our way up into the village now. We'll have a look through World of Disney before we wrap up today's Day 2 vlog here from Disneyland Paris. Here it is then, welcome to World of Disney. It's a unique shopping experience that's got all sorts of different Disney theme park merchandise in here and character merch.
I love it.
Let's go and have a little look. Good to see Animazique up again over there as well. Like I said, I've never seen it up so much as I have this trip. Got a short line to get in, but they've got all the social distancing markers outside. Looks like they're really limiting the capacity because of how busy it is, because of people coming out of the parks, of course. So let's go and get in the queue. Whoa, it is great to be back inside the World of Disney. What an amazing shop here at Disneyland Paris. There's so much to see. There really is. You've got the Minnie Mouse collection over here, of course, on this side. Where do we even start? Spirit jerseys over here. Oh, Charlotte loves those. The lounge fly bags that she also loves. All your different Mickey ears over there. I quite like these hats. I should so get one of those. Can you imagine me walking around the parks in that? Oh, I've got the little wellies just over here as well, umbrellas. Honestly, there's so much in here. I like that. Oh, that is awesome. So also here, if you want to, you can actually ask a cast member to get a copy of the item fresh from the stocks out the back, instead of actually taking one from out the front here that people have touched. So that's also a nice little touch what Disney are doing. It's all quite nice, isn't it? All this American style branding. Of course, Disney merchandise is normally of really good quality as well, which is great. So you know that normally if you buy something, it is going to last. I've got stuff from Disney from years ago that's still in really good condition from like the mid-2000s. Quite a nice picture frame there as well. Got to try and find Charlotte now. That's the thing, I'll bring her into these shops and she'll be buying loads of stuff. So let's go and try and find her. Where is she? I can spot her. She's there. Some quite nice coffee cups just here. They're good. Mickey Mouse on. I like the black and white sort of colour scheme with those as well. Also got the matching bowls. Is that a biscuit tin on top? I think it's a biscuit tin. Loads of stuff. So just had a really good walk around Disney Village, going into all the different shops and seeing some of the merchandise on offer. Just want to say they've got a really good operation, haven't they, in terms of the shop.
Really good system.
Clicking how many people are in there, making people hand sanitize before they go in. I tell you what, my hands have never been as clean as they have over the past 2 days.
My hands are so dry though at the moment.
What do you think though in terms of the merchandise?
It's not the best, to be honest.
No, there's some good stuff, but there's some bits that,
I think
I'm not
it's a
keen
case
on.
of going to Florida and seeing how amazing the merch is, and then you come back and it's just standard.
The two big improvements I'd like to see with Disneyland Paris in the future is better food and better merch, actually.
Yeah,
I really feel like
agree.
that's something they could work on here. And now, of course, it's fully owned by the Walt Disney Company. Hoping we might see some more stuff like that in the future. But there we go. That wraps up our 2-day trip here to Disneyland Paris. And as we covered briefly just in the park, really feel like 2 days has been perfect.
Yeah, 2 days has been plenty.
Without any shows, any nighttime spectaculars and parades, 2 days is all you need with how quiet it's been. If it was a bit busier, then maybe not. But
yeah, but 2 days
we've done so much.
Fine.
We've had what, maybe 6-7 rides on Big Thunder Mountain,
Yeah.
Phantom Manor various time, Pirates. We've done all sorts, hyperspace, and of course over in the studios we've had re-rides there too, which is rare. Things like Christie's Coaster, Peter Pan's Flight, Dumbo. Normally have big queues. We've walked straight on them.
It's been really quiet.
I tell you what though, Disney, in my opinion, have been leading the way in terms of the social distancing, enforcing it, and straight away not letting too many people in.
Yeah.
Whilst we've been away, we've been hearing stories of the theme parks back in the UK letting quite a lot of people in.
Yeah.
You know, please follow the advice of what Disney are doing here, because it's working really, really well. Limiting the capacity is certainly the way forward in my opinion.
Safety is key.
I also think that wearing masks throughout the park is a good option, especially you know, for photo points and that sort of idea. It's just helping keep everybody protected, isn't it?
Yes.
But there we go. We've had a fantastic 2 days. It's just been nice to have a bit of Disney sparkle, a bit of Disney magic back again.
Nice.
After the lockdown, of course, we didn't see each other for so many weeks as well. It's been so nice just to be able to come back to a Disney park and enjoy it together. Yes, we've had to wear masks throughout the whole stay, apart from eating and drinking, but I tell you what, it's not really affected it too much for me.
Not affected it at all.
Not affected the experience. Yes, it's a bit uncomfortable when it's too hot sometimes, but you just do it, don't you? We're here at Disney. It's about protecting everybody. Who knows when we'll next be back here at Disneyland Paris, but I really, really hope that, you know, maybe later this year, the way that things are going, maybe parades and shows might be able to come back. Well, at this stage we're at the moment, we don't know. And I'll definitely say we won't be back now until there is some more entertainment and shows. And we really wanted to come and experience it during this period of time. Very different time. We've made history with these vlogs that we'll look back on in the future and think, wow, God, it was so different. But before we next come back, I imagine it'll be now when there's some shows and parades again, or at least some more entertainment than what there is at the moment. But there we go. Thanks for joining us from the last major park of our summer 2020 European road trip. It's been amazing in terms of the major parks that we've done. Of course, we went to Efteling, Fantasyland, Europa Park and Disneyland Paris, along with loads of other smaller parks mixed in. And we've still got one more park to come. And it's Charlotte's first ever time going, so a nice one to end on. Where are we going?
Park Asterix.
Park Asterix. So it's located just under an hour away from here in Disneyland Paris. It's perfect on the route back up towards the Eurotunnel, where we'll be ending our trip. So there's still the one more video to come from this trip, and that will be from Park Asterix. Lots of on-ride POVs to come. We can use the chest-mounted GoPro. We'll get Charlotte's first reactions to some amazing rides there, and so much more. Thanks for joining me and Charlotte here from Disneyland Paris, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you all soon.